The Cape Town municipality is hosting a housing indaba at the Cape Town International Convention Centre, which will bring together the three spheres of government, private investors and other stakeholders. The city says it's in line with many of its housing programs, including the land release program. Newzroom Afrika's Athi Mtongana reports now outside the Cape Town International Convention Centre on this story.
The city of Cape Town is hosting a housing indaba today at the CTICC. It has invited various stakeholders within the housing sector. This also includes the private sector, which the government in the province of the Western Cape, including the municipality, wants to bring on board to look at various ways of developing land and also looking at affordable social housing. Now, I'm joined by a community activist here who's going to talk to us about the way in which people feel treated by the municipality, the province and national government regarding bringing then opportunities for people in communities to bring social affordable housing.
So we've seen already that the city of Cape Town has total disregard for poor and working class people, particularly black people in the informal settlements, in the occupations. And the people are here today to say that last year they submitted petitions of over 8,000 people saying that they don't want this unlawful occupation bylaw, and that seeks to circumvent national legislation, the PI Act that protects people from occupation. And people are saying that we're staying in the peripheries. There is prime land in the city center, and the government has a responsibility to advance social justice, and it should release land for its social value and not for commodification and privatization. And that's the crux of what people are saying.
But what's interesting is that the Minister of Human Settlement says that they do need the private sector one way or the other. They can't do this thing alone as a government, that they do actually need the participation of the private sector.
Yes, indeed. I mean, we already noted that there's lack of state capacity to build housing. There's over 360,000 backlog people who have been waiting on the database, particularly for the city of Cape Town alone. And we see that there is state incapacity. And we're saying as they're engaging the private sector, well and good, they must engage the public as well around the housing solutions that people have for themselves in their communities.
What kind of housing solutions are you particularly interested in that you think would take such communities forward?
I mean, there's prime land, your Tafelberg, for instance, that we've been saying to the city of Cape Town and the Western Cape government, they must release that land for housing, to build housing. And there's a feasibility study that there's 270 units that are possible there to bring the working class, the workers of Sea Point, the security guards, closer to where they work.